Okay, fire! Fire!
You've probably heard that the column of Russian tanks heading for Kiev was stalled for a while and then broke up. The main reason Russian tanks have had such a hard time in Ukraine is a small anti-tank missile called the NLAW, which stands for Next Generation Light Anti-Tank Weapon. The NLAW is actually a joint venture between Sweden and the UK. It was developed by Saab but is assembled in Northern Ireland for the British military. And fortunately, Britain was already sent thousands of them to Ukraine. Sometimes it is only a split second before that light streaks to a tank or armored vehicle that suddenly erupts in smoke and flame, often bursting from within as ammunition inside explodes. Compared to the American-made Javelin anti-tank weapon, which has been hailed by officials at the Pentagon and the White House and sent to Ukraine by the thousands, the NLAW weighs about half as much, costs far less, can be easily discarded, and is optimized for use in the relatively short-range fights Ukrainian soldiers are getting into with the invading Russian force. A British diplomat, who spoke on the condition of anonymity to discuss defensive aid, said Britain had sent more than 4,200 NLAW to Ukraine. On Sunday, the London Times reported that President Zelensky serenaded Prime Minister Boris Johnson on the phone in gratitude for the NLAW. According to the story, PM Boris Johnson and Defense Secretary Ben Wallace had to argue with British intelligence in order to convince them to send the weapons just prior to the invasion. At the time, the conventional wisdom was that Putin wouldn't invade. It's behind a paywall at the Times, but here's the relevant portion about the serenade. "Thank you to Great Britain for giving us the NLAW. Anything that can help us to defend our country is very well received," said Lieutenant Kol Bezegluk, 50 at Desna training camp, where an old Soviet T-52 tank on a plinth greets visitors. "These missiles have changed the war for us. It means we can fight the Russians, and it doesn't matter how many of them there are now that we have a way of stopping their armor. The Russians cannot scare us with numbers anymore." Even soldiers on the battlefield have thanked the British in English. All of that to say, the Ukrainians really do see the NLAW and the US Javelin as game changers that have given them a chance to fight back against Russian tanks and armored vehicles.